allegations of political bias involving its officials. The command said joint police teams, including tactical squads, anti-riot units, and also conventional officers, were deployed across Alimosho local government and other parts of the state from September 4 to maintain peace and curb crime. Officials stressed that no formal complaints of political attacks or reprisals have been received, insisting that officers acted professionally and impartially. Commissioner of Police Adegoke Fayode reaffirmed the command's neutrality and urged political actors and residents to channel genuine concerns through official platforms rather than spread misinformation. So to discuss more on this, we are joined by the 2023 Labour Party governorship candidate, Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivour. You're welcome, GRV. Good to have you on the 12 o'clock bulletin this afternoon. So you alleged that police operatives tried to frustrate your declaration rally in Lagos. Can you walk us through what exactly happened?
I just listened to the police commissioners and, I mean, their defense or their statement on what happened this past couple of days, and it is disgraceful. It is disgraceful that we're in a country now where A becomes Z, Z becomes A, everything is just turned on its head. We paid for a field, the Lion Field in Alimosho. We notified the police that we intended to gather on the Lion Field in Alimosho. At the beginning of the week, verbal consent, and we have the receipts that they received that notification, because we are not supposed to get permission from the Commissioner of Police to gather. That is our constitutional right. All we owe to the police is to notify them that we have an intention to gather. And they are supposed to protect us. This was not a gathering to protest against the government, which we can do if it's our right, because it's our right. This was not a rally to walk to Alimosho that I could say we're going to cause traffic. We're meeting to gather. The police command in that area was notified. They received our message, they received our letter, and they stamped it. On Thursday, we got a verbal communication that the Commissioner of Police says that our event cannot hold on that field. On Thursday night, all the LCDA chairmen of Alimosho came to that field with about 60 to 80 policemen, armed policemen, with a Black Maria and several Hilux vehicles, and occupied the field. While the CDA chairmen while the local government chairmen were berating the CDA that's in charge of that field, that how can they let out this field to opposition, that they cannot have their event there, that they are the ones in charge of that area and they cannot have an event there. Okay. The next day, there's a video. Everything I'm saying, there's video evidence.
Okay.
Right? The next day, I go there to meet the police to ask what is going on, to understand what is actually happening. Right? I make a video, I put that online, that's online. While I was there, they told me that the Commissioner of Police has asked to see me immediately. I, from there, proceed directly to GRA, where I called the Commissioner, he did not return my call, sent him a text, he did not return my text, and I waited for over 2 hours before I left. For the sake of peace, because I saw what was going on, because as at that Friday night, APC has started setting up canopies on the field that I paid for. Video evidence exists. I can send to you, and it's online already. All right. The police were guarding them. Now, to avoid any form of violence or altercations, I got another 4 venues. We held our affirmation at a hall, as has been reported. New Central was there to cover it. And we got a field in a church. This is a private entity, a church with a large compound. My people went there quietly. No noise, no incident. They went there. Health outreach had already commenced there. The job fair had already commenced there. People were going there. The DPO of that area came first and saw what was going on. Again, we have picture evidence and video evidence. We made calls outside of the gate, instructed our security, the local security that we have, to move out of there. We have video evidence, we have witness statements, we have pictures. Then the police came over there. Bearing in mind, for this same event, the commissioner of police himself was in Alimosho. The DCP was in Alimosho. The entire top command of the police was in Alimosho. They forced the gate open, and then the thugs came in. So the police came first, saw that we're having a peaceful event. There was no issue, no incident. And somehow the police came accompanied by thugs, who then proceeded to scatter everything, destroy everything. My own blood sister was hurt. She had to be stitched last night. My media aide was hit. Blood was coming out of his ears. Over 75 buses have been damaged. The footage is online. People can see it, right? The speaker, the sound system, everything, what over 20 million has been stolen. The woman that was cooking, frying egg rolls, her machines have been taken away.
Now, Gbadebo, I follow the story of how your initial venue was usurped by another party. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to give a timeline here.
Yes, by the APC. The APC had a rally.
You moved
on
to
that field I paid for.
So you moved to a different
yesterday.
venue. You moved to a different venue. You were visited by the police first off.
Venue.
The police visited, left, and then came back with thugs, and then they started to destroy. Now, on that note, do you have evidence regarding that?
The police did not leave. Let me correct that.
Okay.
The police did not leave. They were there.
Okay. So now your claim
They
is...
tried to find out what was going on, and then more policemen came, and thugs came accompanying them.
Okay.
The police opened the gates. The thugs came in, scattered everything. The police were behind.
So can you confirm exactly who your claim of intimidation is directed to?
For all of this.
Okay, Grant. So can you confirm exactly who your claim of intimidation is directed to? Is it the police, is it the thugs, or is it the opposing party?
The thugs are working for the APC. The police were working with the thugs. It's an entire system. There's no sugarcoating it.
So
right?
you are unequivocally... So you are unequivocally saying now...
The police discovered where we were.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just a second. I just want you to be very clear on this. I want to be very clear on this. So you're saying unequivocally that the police and the thugs were working for the APC. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I said that now. I don't understand. You want me to repeat myself again?
I want you to confirm.
From the Lion Field,
I want you to confirm that.
Chairman came there with police, and on that field, the APC had their rally peacefully.
Okay.
Nobody attacked them. Nobody assaulted them.
All right.
I moved to another place peacefully. Police came there and sealed it in a church premises to say that I cannot hold my event there.
Okay. So do you think this attack...
And thugs came in and scattered the whole place.
So do you think this attack...
Under their supervision.
Do you think this attack was directed at you, your personality, or the fact that you joined another party? In this case, then, could it have been an attack on the party that you've just joined? Because we have it that you have just moved on to the ADC. So which is it? Is it an intimidation directed at you as a person or at the party that you have just only joined?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how that question matters. I'm not in their heads. I don't understand why a people would, instead of focusing on delivering good governance to their people, they are thinking about using violence and intimidation to suppress people. It makes no sense to me in a democracy. So trying to figure out that kind of madness and failure just makes me also realize that violence is the last refuge of incompetence. Right? And I'm not incompetent. So I cannot understand the kind of stupidity in a democracy that people will start behaving like this. And bear in mind, this violence has been coming all the way from NSAS against the youth of this country. We saw it again with the elections in 2023.
All right.
Now we are seeing it start here again, where it was just a gathering. We're not protesting the government.
Now, Gbadebo, beyond the drama...
They said that we cannot have our meeting.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, beyond the drama, you've now officially joined the ADC. questions are arising. Why did you leave the Labour Party, and why the ADC in particular?
The ADC is a party that the coalition has adopted. I've said this thing since 2023, that the only way to move forward in terms of opposition politics is for everybody to come together. We cannot divide the opposition votes and hope to have a successful election. You add the votes that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar got to the votes that His Excellency Peter Obi got, they completely take out the sitting president with a significant margin in millions. We should learn from experience, right? We should learn from experience. The coalition is one in which several leaders have come together. They've adopted the ADC. And we are running out of time. We're in September now. The primaries are going to happen in May. Congresses have to happen. Primaries have to happen. Structures have to be built. We can no longer wait for the whole dance between the judiciary and INEC. Judiciary has given a judgment in relation to the Labour Party. INEC is yet to interpret it. You know, it's 50-50 who is the candidate or not. Every decision has to be interpreted by the court. And we just need to start moving. We need to work. Nigeria is in desperate need of quality leadership that puts the people first. I think it's extremely important that...
I also remember that you've also said... Yes, I can hear you. I also know that you say that Nigeria is also in need of proper opposition, a united opposition. Now, my next question is, what's the guarantee that this coalition won't collapse like past alliances from before 2027?
In life, what are the guarantees of anything? The fact of the matter is we all have to do our best to make this thing work. We have to take the bull by the horn. We cannot be cowards. We cannot give up and just not try because things are difficult or there are challenges before us. The fact of the matter is our founding fathers and the people that actually laid the foundation for this country that we have, they came up against greater odds. At a point, we're dealing with an empire whose sun never set, right? People have come up to stand against military rule, colonial rule, so many things. This challenge falls on our own generation, where you have a government that is hell-bent on creating a one-party state, all the way from when we had our first coalition meeting in Abuja, where leaders and great men of Nigeria had to be scampering around and planning different venues just to be able to have a meeting, to what you're seeing in Kaduna, what you're seeing in Gombe, and lately what you just saw in Lagos State, right? If a government is doing well and lifting the lives of their people and doing what they're supposed to do, they will not be bothered by opposition having a meeting.
Well, Gbadebo, really sorry about what happened yesterday. That must have been quite a traumatic experience. Now, seeing that that has happened, I'm wondering what message you have for the young Nigerians who rallied behind you in 2023. What's your message to them now, seeing how perhaps maybe, well, attention has shifted to you from the, well, the instances that we've just only spoken about from the attack? What message do you have for young Nigerians?
First, I want to say thank you to all of you for all your support. You've been steadfast, you've been strong, and I really appreciate that. You give me energy to keep moving. Second of all, I'm so proud of the high spirits that people are in. I love the fact that our generation is courageous, and that is what they are taking for granted. They don't realize how courageous we are and how we are going to be willing to stand for what we believe in. We are undeterred. We are not intimidated. We are not shaken. We are going to keep moving forward, keep organizing, keep galvanizing to ensure that we can get a Lagos that works for all of us, our Lagos. So thank you.
Thank you very much, GRV. It was good to have you here. Tell us that story and also call for your, well, supporters to continue in your efforts, with your efforts. Thank you very much, and we hope that this kind of thing doesn't occur again.
Thank you so much.